because what the Sprite I watched, you know, the prototypes, Sprite Mark 1, you know, I can remember Barry Bilby going up Loch Lane in it one day without any bodywork on, just the frame, and they got like a wooden, you know, to make it legal, they got the lights on a piece of wood at the back and the front, and I can remember him going up in the coat like up Loch Lane, you know, in the Sprite without any bodywork. But so what we saw the Sprite, you know, we thought how ugly it was, you know, with those lights dumped on the top, you know. We thought, crikey, you know, it looks like they designed the car and then forgot the lights, you know, headlights, and then, but of course, the first prototypes had a sort of a lift, you know, but it wasn't off the vacuum, off the engine. It was the operated by rods, I think, you know, but it wasn't very successful. So they decided to just put 2 lights in the top, and the first one was just like headlights, sort of like off a motorbike, something like that, you know. But of course then they put the fairings at the back, which made it look right. But I mean, that's a collector's car now. Everybody's after them now, aren't they? But it had like a face on the front, didn't it, you know?
Yeah, one of the other things that happened was in the car showroom, which I never got involved with very much, but they had a timber mock-up of a Sprite bonnet, and Jeff, my boss, and I used to get different light fittings and set them up on this bonnet for all and sundry to have a look at, to nod or shake their heads at. And this went on for probably a month, as far as I can remember. We'd have half a day in there, at least once a week, with different light fittings, trying them on the bonnets to see what looked, what worked and what didn't. And I know how the Frog Eye Sprite eventually ended up, and I can't honestly say I remember actually fitting those light fittings onto the bonnet. But it was all a sequence, and there were lots and lots of different sorts of lights used at the time.
When I certainly was very young, the Austin Healey Sprite Mark 1 was introduced, and when I saw it, I thought that's the kind of car I would like. I really did fall in love with it, and I'll have to say that love has remained. When I see, today travelling here, I've followed an Austin Healey Sprite which was coming to this event, and it looked so good on the road. It reminded me of all those years ago when I saw it for the first time. It is absolute. If you wanted a small sports car, you wouldn't want anything better than that.